Hi everyone! If you're new here, I'm Allen with Earthglow, and this channel is all about sharing the joy of candle making. So in today's video, I have just a ton of packages that have come in the mail. It's been a little crazy since I got back from Tucson, the gem show. For those of you who don't know, I do sell crystals and minerals, and I will have my IG page linked above, so you can check that out if you are interested. But once a year, we do go to Tucson, Arizona and source inventory, as well as Denver in the fall. And it gets a little bit crazy after those shows. So anyways, I really appreciate you all for bearing with me, and this video is going to be unboxing and giving you all just a little bit of a look at what I've gotten in the mail while I've been gone. And I'm going to have to do a part 2 to this video because there's even more stuff that I haven't even been able to open up yet. But anyways, there's a ton of new waxes, and I'm super excited to be checking these out and sharing with you all what I'm going to be testing. But anyways, if this is something that you're interested in, then consider subscribing. I am always posting candle business related content, and wax videos are something that is fairly new to me. My main experience is with 464 soy and my custom beeswax soy and cocoa creme blend, which I will have linked above a video if you are interested in trying that out. There's definitely pros and cons to that blend as there is to any wax. And I know I did a previous video trying out soy 10, and I do plan on testing that wax more in the future. I did grab a 45-pound container of that one just to try it out more, because the 10-pound slabs, you're only able to do, you know, a handful, I guess I should say, of full-size candles. And when I test a wax, I like to test a wax. And some of the other waxes I have tried would be Makesy's cocoa apricot creme, as well as their virgin coconut soy and their satin coconut, or their satin soy, I'm sorry. Those all I got in a little sample pack, so I haven't tested them extensively, but I will be doing a video in the future just sharing with you all my thoughts on those from what I was able to try in that sample pack. And then I've also tried out, I'm actually in the process of trying out 1617's number 7, which from what they did tell me is slightly different than Soy Bliss. They are very similar waxes to my understanding, but I believe that their number 7 is not the exact same formula. So anyways, stay tuned for those videos. I do hope to have those posted for you all. But just from my own experience, I wanted to try out a lot more waxes that are popular on the market. So many of you have asked me questions about some of these waxes, and I have not been able to answer those questions very well just because I haven't had personal experience working with these waxes. And so I thought, you know what, I want to try them out because I think that that would allow me to be much more helpful to you all, and it would also help me to learn in the process how these waxes perform in my experience. And I've always been curious about coconut waxes as well as some of the more designer type soy waxes. So anyways, I'm very, very excited. And then I also did grab some Cocoa 83, which is not going to be on this video, but I'm excited to check that one out too. But anyways, let's get right into these waxes and these unboxings, and I hope that you enjoy. So I actually started opening one of these boxes before I decided to film a video, just because I thought this is not going to be very interesting content. I mean, I'm opening boxes of wax, and then I was like, you know what? They are going to want to see this, because especially the people that have asked me questions specifically about these waxes, I think that you will be probably happy that I've finally gotten them so that I'm able to hopefully better answer or provide help if you are still having challenges with these waxes. And I bought big containers of each of them. I think 45-pound containers. So anyways, some of them you're gonna see are kind of opened, and again, that's just because I started to open them and then I decided that I wanted to film this as a video. I did purchase from 3 different companies. So the some of the waxes I bought from Hive and Honey Candle Co., I believe their name is. And I also purchased some from California Candle Supply, and then I think I also have another package from I think there's one other company as well. Oh, and we have some new concrete pigments that we're going to be testing out too, because why not? So we'll unbox those as well in this video. But anyways, let's get right into this unboxing. So this first box that we have here is one that I did start to open, and so it's kind of falling apart now because the wax is pretty heavy. But this one was from Hive and Honey Candle Company, and they are located in Michigan. Just so you all can see the invoice here. This one was for the we're in focus, the cocoa apricot cream, and I will put the price up on the screen that I paid for this one. But this is by the manufacturer Cal Wax, and this wax is a combination of coconut wax as well as apricot oil, and it does have a minuscule amount of FDA food grade paraffin, which is primarily for stability. And it is one of the cleanest waxes on the market. And coconut waxes, for those of you who don't know, are so popular right now for their ecological reasons. But this one feels like butter. This is how I always like to start out with these waxes. And if you all have not seen yet the reviews on this particular wax, it's crazy how many people are raving about cocoa apricot cream. And I actually, as I mentioned, purchased the one from Makesy as well. So you will get to see, it has no smell to it, which is good. But you will get to see my review and kind of comparing the two waxes, because I know the one from Makesy is slightly different. And then next up in this box, we've got another one from Hive and Honey Candle Company. And I just purchased from them because they are the closest supplier to me, and so I was able to get a pretty good deal on the shipping. And I would always recommend that whoever's close to you in proximity, check out if they have the waxes that you are interested in first, because you're probably going to get the best deal that way on shipping. But this one, I did purchase a wax called S&P 487. So, from what I've heard, this wax, it looks like selenite. If any of you are familiar with crystal selenite. Ooh, oh my god. So, this wax, let me show you all, just so you can see what I'm looking at here. Do you see how beautiful and pearly that is? Oh my goodness. So, this is a very hard wax, and it is used primarily when you are working with your coconut apricot creme or your basically soft waxes to improve the stability and performance with wooden wicks, as well as the overall melt point. It will raise that temperature so that your wax in the summertime will be easier to ship. I am so excited to try this one. It does have a kind of, I don't want to say off-putting aroma to it. It smells kind of like some of the beeswaxes that I've smelled. It doesn't really smell bad, but it doesn't have like a neutral. Well, it's pretty neutral. It has a minor like scent to it that just kind of smells like wax, I would say. But I love the fact that this is in flake form, and this is just a blend of vegetable waxes. And again, it is used for stability in those more natural, soft coconut waxes, as well as for wooden wick kind of consistency throughout the burn. I can't verify that until I've tried it, but that's why I went ahead and purchased this one. And then I did also grab a few bags of CDN wicks and Eco wicks, just because these work really well with your natural waxes. And I want to do a lot of different experimentation. I've got more wicks coming in too to try out with these waxes as well. And then next up, we've got one from California Candle Supply. I believe, I can't even remember what this is. I've just gone crazy with all these waxes, but I'm really excited. You all know I'm taking a break from fragrance oils, but I'm not taking a break from waxes. So, but this one here, oh yeah, okay, so this is TW30. And this actually is a very popular tart wax. It's an all-natural soy blend. I believe it's either entirely of soy or it's of soy and vegetable waxes. And most of the times with tart waxes, they are going to be very hard. And I can already feel that this one is like, you can see how crumbly it is in the bag here. And it feels very much kind of like 464 in terms of a dry, hard consistency. But this one, a lot of people rave about for melts. And I do use my beeswax, soy, and cocoa creme blend in wax melts. But of course I wanted to check this out just so I could answer any questions that I've been asked on this wax and just for the experience with it. But look at this. Okay, so you can see how it's just like breaking and fracturing, and it's very dry and uninviting, but that's not entirely bad when you're talking about a wax that's going to be used for tarts and melts. This next package is from California Candle Supply again, which has incredibly good shipping rates on some of their things and very fast shipping as well, which is surprising to me because I'm in Michigan. But this one, I cannot actually remember. Oh my god, okay. So I got a free fragrance and I'm really excited to smell this. We'll smell this one afterwards, but I hope that this is like the Bath & Body Works Sweet Pea scent. That's why I selected that one, because you all know I have been looking for a good dupe. But this in here, I believe that this is soy 10. Let me double check. Yes, and just so you all can see here, cover my address, this wax did ship for a very good rate, so it was $145.80, and that goes anywhere in the 50 states for that, for the 45-pound case, which is a very good rate for wax. Wax is not cheap to ship, so that includes the shipping. But this wax I did buy before, a smaller slab, and I will try to link in the description box my video testing this wax out. I was not able to find very good wicking for it, but I ran out of wax and I wanted to continue experimenting since I only had 11 pounds before. So I did just buy another 45 pounds of this. It's a great wax in terms of the hot throw. I did a lot of testing with Flaming Candles Mahogany Teakwood and had fabulous results. I mean, fabulous results. But this is another wax that's just, let's see if I can show you. It's really buttery in consistency. It's very much like the consistency of some of Makesy's waxes, as well as the number 7 by 1617. It's neutral in terms of its scent, and this is a really easy wax to work with. However, I have found wicking pretty difficult with this one, at least in the containers that I have tried. So I will keep you all updated. But let's turn the camera around and check out this fragrance. I am so excited. As most of you know, I am not buying any fragrance oils in 2023, but I will say that when companies have that free sample selection, I cannot resist because it's a free sample, so I don't think these count. But this one here is Sweet Pea, if we are in focus, and this is by California Candle Supply. I've gotten a really good Palo Santo oil in the past from them that is one of my all-time favorites, next to Midwest Palo Santo, which is my number 1. But this Sweet Pea, I'm hoping smells like a Bath & Body Works dupe. I love, love, love their Sweet Pea scent. It's something that I grew up with and absolutely adore. So let's see what this one is gonna do for us. And by the way, as I have mentioned about this company, all of their fragrance oils are phthalate free and they are Bath & Body safe. So definitely check the IFRA certificate, but they make some very clean oils. And oh my gosh, I am smelling something like from here, and it smells exactly like I remember Sweet Pea by Bath & Body Works smelling. Oh my gosh. So I tried the Sweet Pea by Brambleberry and I was really disappointed because it smelled nice, but it was more like sage heavy in my opinion, and I wasn't getting like, it's like a classic accord. It has a floral note to it, but it's also fruity and fresh and clean. So if you like those kinds of like Twilight Woods, Into the Night, Moonflower Nectar by Candle Science, or those types of scents, or even like your Cocoa Butter Cashmere by Flaming Candle or by Midwest, you probably would love this Sweet Pea fragrance. But I'm really excited to check this one out. I probably will test it in 464 or something that I'm really familiar with in terms of the results, just so that way I'm not trying any new wax. Because when you get oils that you're not familiar with, it's always good to test them in a wax that you are familiar with, just so that you know you're actually testing the hot throw of the oil rather than the performance of the wax with that oil, of a new wax with that oil, if that makes sense. But this last package here is by Glob Marble, and for those of you who have been looking for more of my concrete candle making projects, I have definitely been busy at work in the basement making lots of concrete candles and other projects with concrete, but I have not been able to film that just because I usually do it at night, and honestly I'm just tired and I just want to relax and not bring the camera down there. But these are some pigments, so I wanted to get a really deep black color, and I had seen a video by, I believe his name, I will link his channel below, but I believe his channel is called TheUpVibe, and he had been able to achieve a like jet black in terms of the color. And for those of you who don't know, with concrete you do only want to add 5% of whatever your powder, your cement all weight is, just because it can compromise the stability if you exceed that. So generally for my molds, 5% is usually about 10 grams, and so I don't like to go above that in terms of my pigments, just because I don't want to compromise the quality of the sturdiness of my mold, of my vessels. And so I wanted a black that was better than the 002, I believe it is, from Direct Colors. Direct Colors has a lot of great concrete pigments. I will link my video testing out some of their pigments below if you're interested in checking that out. But these are like really supposed to be black, like jet black, and I've never ordered from this company. I will say I ordered from them on, I think it was Sunday night or Monday, and this is Wednesday that I'm filming this. So it was here in less than 2.5 days, and that includes like part of a weekend. So very quick turnaround time. They were a little more expensive than Direct Colors. I will put what I paid for these up on the screen, but if I'm able to get the color that I want, then that is really the most important thing to me. So I ordered, oh, wow, okay, this is interesting packaging. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Okay, this is weird. I think I ordered, watch me get this all over myself. This pigment, for those of you who don't know, stains. Like when it's pigment, before you get it into your diluted form in your vessels, it stains. I've learned that the hard way. I'm kind of scared to be opening this with my regular clothes on. Alright. Whoa, okay, I am not going any further because, just so you can see, that is like not the best packaging in my opinion at all. It's like all over, and it's almost like they knew it was gonna get all over and they put another bag around it, which, okay. And then in here, oh my gosh, do you guys see this? Like there's like black all over the base of this, but this is titanium dioxide, and this is something that will give you a nice lighter colored concrete vessel if you are going for that. But this is really like, I'm not happy at all with this packaging. Okay. Oh yeah, and then I did order a terracotta color as well, just because, for those of you who don't know, I'm obsessed with plants, and I thought maybe that I would make something in terracotta, and not really to sell, but just to try out and maybe use for my plants. Again, the packaging here, wow. Yeah, direct colors definitely wins on the packaging. I mean, it's not getting all over, but do you see like there's like pigment in the bag that is like, I'm not happy with this packaging. This is going to be a mess for me to open, and I am getting it a little bit on my hands. I don't know if you can see that, but okay, so again, this is the company, and they do have, according to the TheUpVibe Candle Co., really good pigments to achieve that deep black with your 5%. So I don't know, I will check this out and let you all know how that goes. But I was not able to get that with the direct colors, the 002 or whatever their black is called. But anyways, so I will keep you all updated on that, but that is going to be all for today's video. So if you did enjoy, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and leave me a comment below of what candle wax you love to use in your candles. I'm curious if we have some Seda Serica users or some Soy 10 users or some Coconut 83 users in this group already, and are any of you already familiar with the SP147 for your softer natural coconut waxes? Anyways, I am sending you all so much love. I have missed you all. I feel like I haven't posted a video in a really long time, but I thank you all so much for just hanging around and enjoying the videos that I have posted, and I'm sending all of you peace, love, and light, and I'm wishing all of you happy candle making.